So, first
book
of all,
fan?
I am a huge book fan,
Okay,
so thank you for making the movies.
All right, good.
Do you think Dylan, Thomas, and Kaya have highlighted the characters' personalities in the way you thought they would be?
I think so. They always surprise me though because they're incredible actors. You know, that's always been fun to kind of wind them up and watch them go.
Yeah.
You know, but I do think they sort of embody to me the characters of the books. You know what I mean? I think they're great.
So there's a lot of fighting in the movies, and especially in the last one, there's a lot of shattered glass.
Yeah, sure.
Like, do you film with actual glass on the floor? They're crawling on glass?
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's rubber glass that we'll put in there, but there's sometimes we actually have stunt doubles that actually go through real glass and they get cut up. They gotta get stitched up, you know, they have like, you know, bleeding actually, and we have to go deal with that, and that's why they're so tough, yeah.
When I watched the movie, I was wondering how you created Walton Goggins, like Lawrence, nose.
Yeah.
Because you filmed from all angles, and the nose is flat.
That's right.
Like it's gone.
That's right.
How do you do that?
Magic.
Magic.
Weta, our VFX team, are fantastic artists, and we took off his nose. Yeah, so a lot of it's makeup, and then a lot of it's visual effects. So it's hopefully the seam you can't tell. Hopefully it's all seamless, so it feels like one kind of magic trick. Hopefully it seemed like it worked for you.
Yeah, I fell for it.
But it's great. I loved it. Yeah.
I mean, do you use like a green screen? Just
nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, just makeup, and then visual effects kind of goes in and helps to makes that illusion work that much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it hard to adapt a film to the book fans' expectations?
Yes. It's very difficult, and I'm very aware. I mean, I follow those book fans, you know, religiously. They're very important to me. They're the reason we have these movies.
Yeah.
You know, at the same time, it's hard to take just the book and putting in the movie because I know it won't work. You know what I mean? Some things just don't translate very well. So it's always about trying to be true to the spirit of things, talking to James a lot, making sure that we're okay, we're still on track, and hopefully fans don't feel too violated. You know, the book fans, you know, we have obviously book fans, we also have lots of movie fans. So the challenge is always trying to find that fine line to walk, you know, where we can kind of appease both, you know what I mean? So hopefully we've done that in this movie, you know. Yeah,
I think so.
Cool.
I mean, I'm here.
Cool.
I'm not mad.
That's good. All right.
You've only done short films before the Maze Runner movies.
Right.
Was it scary?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, to have the opportunity to do that first movie, you get like a Hollywood movie, you know, with like millions of dollars that you're responsible for. It's crazy. Yeah. But you swallow that really quickly because you're working with some great people, great crews, amazing actors. Yeah. And, you know, it's just you do your best, you know, that's all you can do.
Were you a part of the casting for the movies?
Absolutely. Yeah, I came in originally when I first got the job. I said, I want to cast Kaya and I want to cast Will. Those are the first two people I immediately wanted. And then after that, the search was to find everyone else. Yeah. That's
impressive. Like, obviously, there's a lot of running in the movie. So did you do like a running test?
No, unfortunately. Looking back on it, it seems crazy. But I can imagine if Dylan had a funny walk or a run or something, it would have been terrible. But yeah, it didn't occur to me to think, oh, I got to get them to run. Yeah. But I just focused on good actors, you know. And they looked in their auditions, you could tell they were good, committed actors that could handle the drama and make you believe, you know. So that's what I focused on.
Okay. So that's all the questions I have.
Cool. That was like perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Yes.
Sweet.
Nailed it.
Easy.
I'm really nice, I promise.
It's my first interview in English.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Sweden.
Don't worry, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
We'll make it fun.
Yeah, exactly.
How was it like to play Teresa, considering she's seen as a traitor by many people?
It's interesting. I love playing characters that divide people. I think that's great because in real life, you know, some people agree with certain opinions and some agree with others. So I think it's great to show that on screen. And I love that she's divided people. I love that there's some people who, like me, agree that she isn't a betrayer because she doesn't mean to harm Thomas. She just believes in saving humanity first. And then there are some people who can't understand how she could ever not leave his side and not be part of his team. So it's really exciting to get to play with both parts of that.
Yeah, I can imagine. What's your favorite part of the movie? Like when you recorded it, is there any scene that was the most fun to film?
Of this one, For me, the most fun was doing this stuff in the laboratory
Yeah.
because it was like a real life laboratory. So they had microscopes and computers and, you know, smoke and laser beams, and we kind of all just played in it like little kids.
Yeah.
Which is quite embarrassing since we're all in our 20s.
Yeah,
but we turned into children and
if
we
you
were just
can.
like, oh, chemicals, yay. I can make it change color.
I mean, it makes you feel smart if you just like
Exactly,
just,
it really does.
like just
yeah.
holding.
Just play with the instruments.
Yeah. What was the scariest scene to film, like in this movie?
The scariest scene is probably the end stuff when we're filming, and we had a lot of pyrotechnics, so we had a lot of real flames going up. We had a lot of buildings collapsing. We had stunts, we had helicopters, and that can always be quite intimidating, but we had a really amazing stunt crew that made sure everything was safe, and it ended up being quite exciting to get to do that.
Yeah, because there's a scene where you actually fight in glass,
Yeah.
like on the laboratory floor. Did you ever hurt yourself on
No,
the
we had
glass?
rubber glass, so
Oh,
it
that's
was
good.
sugar glass, and it was all fake so that you wouldn't hurt yourself. Even though when it does crush, you do still get like little bits of it in your skin. So we had
Yeah.
tiny little cuts all over us, but nothing too serious.
So you had a baby between shoots. Like, was that planned? Or did you have like, okay, I have a year over now, so...
You can't plan it, babe. It doesn't work like that. No,
I'm actually a planned baby.
well, I wanted to get, after we got married and we'd been together a year, we wanted to start a family. And I think it's very difficult as an actor. You think, I have to wait till the time is right. And I've learned that the time will never be right. You kind of have to just do it and deal with it. And I'm fortunate that I can take him with me. You know, he's here today, and I took him to Africa when he was 3 months old. And
Wow.
he was on set with me every single day. So I kind of try and, he build my life around him.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
That's actually all the questions I have.
Cool. Thank you. You did great.
Well,
That was
thank
amazing.
you, thank you.
Well done. You look gorgeous. Your makeup's
Thank
perfect.
you so
It
much.
was really good.
Please. Right, we gotta go. We gotta go. Let's go. Let's go right now. Just floor it, Brian. Hold on. Floor it, come on.
Hi.
Sarah?
Hi, nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Sarah.
Thomas.
How are you?
I'm really nervous. It's my first.
Don't be at all.
I've never done this before,
Oh,
so.
that's amazing.
You don't need to be nervous with these guys. They're, you know.
They're terrible.
They're just normal people.
We'll make you feel confident really quick.
Thank you. Dylan and Thomas. What's up?
Pressure's on, Sarah.
My hands are so shaky right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
good.
Okay, be my coach. Okay. How does it feel to do a movie that's so far away from our reality? Like, is it hard to get into character and realize that this is not our world?
Sometimes more than others.
Yeah.
I'd say, like, specifically when it gets down to filming certain things, you know, you can totally commit to the world and get wrapped up in it and start believing it. And I mean, it's part of your
kinda
job
have
to
to,
do
yeah.
so. You have to do it. And sometimes that's just easier than others, you know. And I feel like a lot of the times over the course of these films, most of the time, it's easier rather than not. You know, it could be a thing where you're just on a stage with all green screen, and you know, we've had that very little,
hard.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
And that because that makes it harder. You know, to admit, you got to really then.
Maybe it's easier when you're actually on a location.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah. Where you have an
Yeah.
environment to really
play
feel
off.
it. Absolutely, that's so much easier.
Thank you.
Of course.
If what happens in the movies would happen in real life, do you think you would react the way your characters reacted? Or do you think you would react a whole different way? I mean, like, Thomas, like, literally runs into the maze.
Yeah.
Like, would you do that if that was you?
No. When they're that close,
that's a
too,
stupid idea.
just
It's really
either
stupid.
go make a decision, man.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite moments.
It is cool. I just do wish that you just missed out and it just
My arm.
slowly. Yeah,
I just come back with one arm. Had to amputate.
All the movies are over.
I didn't quite make it. But guys, it's still good. We gotta get out of here. Come on, let's go.
It's just an arm. Who needs an arm?
He seems fine. Wow, he's still trying to lead us.
Well, obviously, there's a lot of running in the movie. Like, did you imagine you would be running that much that you're actually running in the movie?
You know, it's funny that you say that, because I really did not give it that much thought on the first one. I remember being floored with how much I ran on that first movie and constantly cracking up to myself like, I mean, yeah, obviously this was going to be like a part of it.
Yeah. Obviously, Maze Runner.
Part
in
of
the
it.
title. Yeah.
But just I guess, I don't know, then adding up how many actual sequences there were of sprinting and how vigorous it is, then doing that over and over again every day, and I don't know, all that.
When you have these emotional scenes, like how do you get prepared and get ready for like actually crying your eyeballs out in a scene? I mean, you're literally crying.
They're
your
literally
eyes out.
falling out.
Literally tears running down your face.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of the same as well, it's not, but it's kind of the same as any other scene, really. You just approach it and try and tackle the scene. And whatever the scene requires, that's what you put out. So it's kind of not that different, I suppose. But it's, you know, it's more intense, so it does take sometimes a little bit more concentration. You'll notice that someone just might kind of stay in a certain place and you know,
Between
kind of
takes.
yeah,
Like, you can't
I mean,
just like
yeah.
run around and laugh in between takes because you need to feel those emotions.
Yeah,
Or are you that good actors?
Sometimes, you know, you can get away with it sometimes. It depends.
It
You
depends
just kind
how
of
you're
feed off
feeling,
of
and
everyone, of
yeah.
the crew, of your other actors, of
The
yourself,
story.
the story.
Especially with this, we've also, you know, when you grow close to something that you're a part of for a long time too, that makes it easier in a way. I don't know, you care about the world more in a way. It's closer to your heart. So, I don't know. I always find that it makes it a little easier.
I understand. So, I understand. I can imagine. What does the crank saliva taste like? I really need to know. Like, it's black, it's moist, and it looks disgusting.
It's Jaeger.
Yeah.
It's Jaeger.
Mixed with some flour.
That's why they run funny.
I'm just hammered after the fifth take.
It's very sweet, very sweet. It's, well, it changes actually, because I had a bit in the last one as well, and it was a different concoction. So I think each makeup or props department make their own version of it.
Yeah.
But this one had molasses in it and extra sugars to make it kind of go thick. And black dye.
Yeah.
So it just tasted very sweet.
We've run out of time, I'm afraid. Thanks very much.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
Can I just ask for you to sign the book?
Yeah.